The biovisual focus process is designed to get you in the zone in a step-by-step method. Basically what I've done in biovisual focus is I've broken down what the body does in order. And what we do is we use this routine, this pre-shot routine, to force the body and the brain to do everything in order. For example, the first thing you have to do is decide what shot you're going to hit. Well, you have to decide where your obstructions were. You have to decide all these factors that factor into what that ball is going to do once you hit it. That's all done consciously. You have to have the conscious engaged to be able to do that because you've got a lot of factors to bring in. And then once you take those factors, then you start moving into the subconscious, because the second step is to see a picture of what you want to do with the ball. So we're starting from the conscious to the subconscious. But the conscious is still involved. That's step 2, is to see the picture of what you want to do with the ball. Now step 3, and this is where it gets a little funny, take that picture of what you want to do with the ball and bring that picture into the present. And the reason for that is the present is where the subconscious acts. The future and the past are only in the conscious. They're only created in the conscious. And those two items, being conscious thoughts, can interrupt what the subconscious doing. The subconscious creates a swing, so any interruptions will interrupt what you're doing. So, if your target is in the future, and it's the place you want to go to, so therefore it is in the future, you've got to find a way to get that target and bring it into the present. That's step 3, and that's one of the things that I show you in biovisual focus. Once you have the target in the present, then you have to decide what your biofeedback loop has to feel, and then you have to decide what the picture of the swing, this is the video loop or the visual loop, you have to decide what that picture is going to look like. Once you have all that, then you take your practice swing. If you've ever seen Tiger out on the golf course during a tournament when he's playing well, you'll see him take that little practice swing, and you'll see his eyes are kind of off in the distance. Well, that's what he's doing. He's going through the visual loop. Once you put all this together, then it's just a matter of stepping up and executing. And biovisual focus takes every one of those steps, puts them in order for you, so that one naturally moves to the next, and the one before it, if it needs to be, gets dropped. In other words, once you get completely into the subconscious, the conscious just sits by, because really, he helped create it. He wants to see it happen. He's not going to get involved, because he knows that the subconscious is supposed to do the job. And this is the really best part about it is, mental gurus have been trying to get the conscious out of the way forever. You can't think them out of the way. You have to get them involved and let them realize his place. And that's what biovisual focus does. The result is just unreal accuracy. So that's what biovisual focus does to get you in the zone. It gets you in balance, and it gets you using both loops of your subconscious, your visual loop and your biofeedback loop, where they're supposed to be. So what you end up is hitting the ball from the subconscious in balance, which is what the zone is. Here's the best part. Biovisual focus turns it on when you get ready for the shot, and you can turn it off when you're done with the shot. See, most people, when they find themselves in the zone, they want two things happens. They either want to try to hold on to it and figure it out, in which case the conscious gets involved and poof, it goes away, or they're smart enough to just roll with it until it does go away. Either way, they have no way of really capturing it and getting it back. So biovisual focus gives them a way to do that without having the anxiety of wondering when it's going to go or trying to get it back. That's biovisual focus.